Okay, the AEW console game has me very, very excited. Yes, we have 2K22 coming out. We don't know what the heck that's all going to be about. And we really don't know a ton when it comes to the AEW game. Today on the show, I want to talk about potentially what could be that big hook, that big mode that draws all of us in. Let's talk about that right now. To me, all the new wrestling games need to have that one mode, that one thing that will draw you back in over and over again. It could be a GM mode like we hear we're gonna get with 2K22, the universe mode that we've had in the past. And when we go all the way back and we start looking at things like No Mercy, WrestleMania 2000, we talk about Road to WrestleMania, Championship mode, even just as simple as a My Career. So first things first, all of you, tell Matt in the comments below, what do you think the big mode will be for the AEW console game? We know that it's not going to be the GM mode. GM mode is slotted for their mobile game, the general manager mode that they have out right now, and they continue to build upon that with the likes of having the season pass thing for CM Punk, more stars added, updated attires and things like that, and they're building that as its own thing. And because we're having this rejuvenated engine that we grew up with from the N64 era with our WrestleMania 2000s and WWF No Mercies, I really can't wait to see what they would do in terms of a big time mode. One thing I would like AEW to do is their take on a season mode. A very simple, straightforward mode that allows us, like a WWE Universe mode, but a season mode that allows me to go through the entire season of AEW on TV as well as the pay-per-views. And we're talking about being able to control AEW Dynamite and being able to control AEW Rampage and the pay-per-views on a quarterly basis. If we got a season mode, I can see them doing something very straightforward and allowing us to just control that roster and get a few little cutscenes in here and there, but focusing primarily on the gameplay aspect of it. Just being able to go through a straight up season. I think that AEW also goes for much more of a sports feel with the ranking system involved. I think they could incorporate the ranking system that they have with AEW, the live version of it, embed the live rankings from the AEW roster, their win-loss record, put it into my season, and I could kind of play along as the show is progressing too. Give me a season mode, I think it would be a lot of fun. The next up is going back to what we had in No Mercy, Championship mode. Allow players to select from a number of the AEW titles. Let me select the AEW World Heavyweight Championship to go after, the TNT title, the women's title, the tag titles. Allow me to pick which title I want to go to. The good thing with AEW is that they are not bombarded with titles. And that's why I think a championship mode could actually really work for them. They've done this with that No Mercy game in the past. It's just there for the taking. It hasn't been done in forever. And I think AEW could put their own spin on it if you want to be able to go through a challenge mode, a championship mode, have specific matches to go through and take on Kenny Omega. Imagine if I could be Bryan Danielson and I go and play in for the championship mode for the world heavyweight title. Kenny Omega's at the end, and I've got to go through multiple superstars along the way, up the rankings to be able to get to him and defeat him. You can make it a lot of fun. You can incorporate some cutscenes in there that are playable. You could do some promo action in there maybe as well. And you could actually take it a little bit step further and be able to almost simplify the process by allowing players to actually select who they want to face throughout that championship mode leading up to the title match. Because then maybe I could get a storyline that I build myself by having its own actual, story of Bryan Danielson going through the entire Elite and Super Elite. And now again, because we don't have a lot of details when it comes to the game, it's just a lot of wild speculation, which I love doing and love talking to all of you about in the comments about what this game could be about. The other one that I could see working extremely well here, and maybe it would be something simple enough to accomplish, create your own pay-per-view. Bring back that mode. If we can't get something like a season mode, equivalent of a universe mode, a franchise mode, maybe those are just too much to ask. But maybe we could simplify things. You have your regular exhibition matches that you can do on Dynamite and play in your favorite AEW arenas, but maybe they allow us to actually create a pay-per-view. I can throw in Double or Nothing, create that pay-per-view on the spot, put in 6 to 8 matches, build my card, and play it. Again, with this title, my expectations are I don't have crazy high expectations that this game is going to graphically blow me away and blow me out of the water, but I expect there to be amazing gameplay based on that engine. And I think that it's going to have one or two of those hooks that's going to get players to keep coming back over and over again. A pay-per-view mode could be a ton of fun for players if they can incorporate online in there with the AEW console game and allow players to post their pay-per-views, share them, share the match cards and things like that. It creates more community, brings more players together, because they may not have a crazy custom creation suite like we see over at 2K. This is AEW's first console game. They're gonna wanna make sure that they keep it simple, clean, easy for players to get in and play, and pay kind of homage to the games of years past that, like, Kenny Omega has touted how much he enjoys those games. And because Omega is so heavy in the AEW video games piece, and he's kind of spearheading all of that and the development too, and he's overseeing things on that side, I would have a strong feeling that they would be pushing for a pay-per-view mode, a championship mode, something that they have seen in the games years prior, and what made them so famous and so much fun. The last one I will say, everybody, very simple. I can't do a King of the Ring, but I sure as hell can do a tournament. Give fans the ability to set up a customized tournament by allowing us to select the different pay-per-view arenas, just different arenas in general that we want to play our tournament from. Maybe I want to have a tournament on Dynamite. I can choose to have a title on the line, maybe do a cup, because we're going to have the Owen Hart Cup coming. That tournament is going to be coming down in the next couple of months or into next year. And so that little bit of customization, let us build a tournament. There's so much heavy influence from Japan, the G1 Classic tournament, things like that. That is very much a part of the kind of culture of AEW. Let's put together a simple 8-man, 16-man tournament, however you want to do it. Let us fight for a title at the top, put it within a custom arena or one of the AEW arenas, and it'll be a lot of fun. And again, add in that sharing element, that component for fans to be able to share their tournament online, community creations, post it online, post it on Reddit, post it on the forums. That gets more and more people into the game and wanting to experience it for themselves. What do you want to see as a new mode for the AEW console game? I'm super excited about what we could be getting. Next up on the episode, guys, talking AEW console games, we're going to be talking about our potential cover stars that we want to see for the upcoming title. But let me know in the comments below, what do you want to see for the modes? Thanks so much for watching, and as always, thank you all, guys, for assembling with us. We'll see ya.